So the dates for the general elections were announced today. It's going to be a momentous occasion. 5 years this dance of democracy takes place. 1.8 crores new voters are going to be coming in. The Chief Election Commissioner was very, very keen about the reforms that they have made when it comes to the transparency which comes along with this heavy responsibility of this logistical process. What did you make of the entire process that was described today, and how is this going to be one more election which is going to showcase India's prowess when it comes to getting votes from almost 100 crore people?
Let me start by saying that the Election Commission needs to be congratulated for the amount of work that they have done. You would have seen that the type of figures that were given in terms of the ratios where men and women are concerned, in terms of a couple of lakh who are above 100 who are going to vote, arrangements made for 82 and above, arrangement made for people who have got some disability and find it difficult to go to the polling booth, arrangements for them. All the things that came out, I think a great amount of effort has been made to ensure that this significant event of democracy goes off extremely well. And let me also add that so far in conduct of elections, our performance has been of 6 Sigma standard. That is the type of capability our Election Commission has exhibited in the past, and I'm sure they will replicate it in a much better form.
So the Chief Election Commissioner also spoke about the menace of the 3 M's, the muscle, the money, and the violation of the MCC as well. And he went on to say that, the process of the Election Commission has reached such a stature that they're able to qualify only a certain states who use these 3 in distinction. Isn't that a game changer when it comes to violence that has been reported from certain states, even during the assembly elections and perhaps in the Lok Sabha elections as well?
See, Election Commission right from sessions time has been making a great amount of effort to ensure that a lot of transparency comes into the elections. A lot of use of muscle power, money, fake news, all these are taken care of. And I think this time there has been a much more concerted effort to ensure that elections are fair, impartial, meet all the democratic norms, and are conducted smoothly. And that's why I said right in the beginning, I think the Election Commission needs to be complimented for this type of work that they have done, and the thinking on how they are going to ensure that the elections are conducted properly. The way the observers would be, the type of numbers, emergency numbers that they've put out where you can complain, everything has been thought of where they can take care of the challenges that they face in terms of the 3 M's that he's described.
So, this conversation would be incomplete if, we don't get some of the challenges that the Election Commission also has to face. And one of them is obviously the admonishment that they face from the opposition. They always come up, with these statements that in 2019, it was a drawn-out 7-phase election. And this time too, it is a drawn-out 7-phase election. But the Chief Election Commissioner was patient enough to tell them that, look, we have to make a calendar which accounts for festivals. We have to see the movement of the forces as well who are going to be looking after this process. What do you make of this constant complaining that the opposition does because of these 7 phases? It's a 1.4 billion people country.
Let me put it in a lighter vein. Belly aching is our habit. You might get the best of food, the most nutritious food, but you will belly ache. No, this was not okay in that, or the plate was not okay. That is the case. I think they have thought of everything. They are ensuring that the voter percentage, which turns out is much larger or much higher than what has happened earlier. Therefore, they've taken into account the festivals that will come. So, I mean, there's no end to cribbing. Let's give them a pat on their back, and let's get on the job of preparing ourselves to take part in this dance of democracy.
And sir, it's more or less given that the Bharatiya Janata Party is going to come back to power. The Prime Minister on a number of occasions has voiced his aspiration for ab ki baar 400 par. According to you, sir, subjectively, what do you feel that, is going to be the mantra that the people are going to reward the BJP for?
The mantra for the last 10 years has been how to look after people, how to cater to what he calls Gyan, the Garib, the Yuva, the Andata, and the Mahila Shakti. He has focused on ensuring that development reaches the last man. You look at all the schemes that are there, whether it is a girl child, whether it is a girl going to school, whether it is the type of jobs that can be created. There is every possible effort that has been made to ensure that we get on the right path to become a developed nation. And I think that is what counts. And my feeling is people realize this. This is what it is. The type of advantage that they are getting. There are large number of people who have come above the low poverty line. So a country is looking up. And let's give the credit to the person who has done it. And I'm sure people will keep in mind always that it is Prime Minister Modi who has done a great amount for the nation.
Sir, a statement was also made during this meeting which spoke and pointed out the plummeting levels of political discourse. Is this something that the Bharatiya Janata Party also recognizes? And that's why when the second list of candidates came out, we had some new faces and some of the old faces have disappeared. Is this something that the Bharatiya Janata Party is sensitive about? That, as a secular nation, the constitution and its elements have to be respected?
The Bharatiya Janata Party has always been cognizant of this. It is not that it is becoming cognizant now. And we have always propagated that the discourse has to be within the bounds of civility. So that is what it is. And I'm quite sure everybody watches as to what is being done and everybody hears what is being said. Very rightly, the election commissioner also said that before you say something, please remember that your words are there digitally. For the next 6-7 years, they'll be there floating around. So we have to be very careful.
General V.K. Singh, appreciate you taking out the time, speaking with us. Thank you so much, sir, and wishing you a very good luck for the upcoming election.
Thank you very much.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.